Hi guys, and welcome back. Again, you're going to notice a small change in the opening for this. We don't go through and introduce everybody, but it is me, John, Justin, George, Jason, and Scott playing this game. So welcome back, and we're going to get right back into the action, and we will talk to you guys at the end.
A word for our listeners. Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1920s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It is not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to the Nerds Domain presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Join us each week as our investigators follow a path of clues and attempt to save the world from an ancient evil. Starring John Quiett, Justin Kimmet, Shirley Nedzwicki, George Chimples, Jason Hall, and Scott Troiano, with Matt Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed cultists await you just beyond this music.
We're going to cut back to everyone not in the common area right now. And as Toby screams, you... Lagash and Heinrich, you hear that noise again that you heard while you were on the Jupitrix. Doc and Marcus, you need to make sanity rolls for me.
Pass.
Nope. Oh,
what
God.
about D6?
Oh, looky there.
That's a 6 for the home players.
Yeah.
6.
But that's
Have you
the
lost
first,
20% yet?
That's first you've lost since the 5 hours of sleep
not,
you got.
not
So
quite,
that wasn't 20%, was it?
No, I don't think so. That's 60.
Not unless your sanity is 30.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. So,
I scream. I mean, I just let loose as soon as I hear the sound.
yeah, and Sarah, when you come out of your,
Made my idea wrong.
your reaction to the sound, Sarah is screaming, "Why did they hurt him? He didn't. He was gonna help him. Why?" And she just breaks down and is crying.
I'm going to turn and put a bolt in her head.
Oh, no.
I bolt across the cargo bay. When I hear the screech and those two go, oh, I bolt across
direction?
towards the heavy lift bot.
What?
So away from the doctor and the. Okay.
No, seriously, when she's all like, "Oh no, they hurt the creepy space monster that's trying to merge with our ship," it's gonna be like, "Boom!"
You don't know about the creepy
Helmet.
No,
Yeah.
but you hear the.
I don't
Why did they hurt it?
Yeah, I haven't lost sanity.
Did you pass?
Yeah, by a whole lot.
It's going to take you a second to get in the proper firing position because you're in the other area and she's in the back of the.
All right, well then I'll finish slapping my helmet on. But when I'm done, I'm walking over to him and put one on her face.
What'd you say?
No, you got it.
Okay. What do you think, Lagash?
When I hear that scream,
Yeah.
Over.
I'm going to emergency start the engines.
Okay. Give me a computer check.
Die, perfect world. Die.
I fail the computer check.
Okay.
Do I have to do everything around here?
Give me your. I don't know what knowledge skill is appropriate. Knowledge.
Pilot?
Pilot. Yeah, give me a pilot check.
Yeah, that'll pass.
I hope you took that. Good.
No, wait.
Notice-
I did not. I failed that because I got rolled 97.
You're awesome.
Okay.
I just got the ones earlier.
Turns out you turned towards the planet and now we're plummeting
So-
down.
Where did you get your school bus driver's license?
Oh, and now the finger pointing begins. That's horrible.
I bent the cargo pod. These people aren't worth my time. Me and pilot number 2, we're going to go live a life of pleasure on our perfect island planet.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying, if you would have repaired the stupid wires, none of this would have happened.
I did repair the wires.
He did repair them.
The first time.
He did.
I did.
No, you sent Toby out there to start.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, if you hadn't sent Toby out there to stare at those wires.
I know a scripted plot device when I see one.
Here, you handle this. Nice.
Send in the red shirt.
Great.
You may have accidentally missed a step on the in the drive initiation. Smith is coming towards you,
decked out in battle armor, carrying a assault rifle.
He's got at least a bulletproof vest and a riot helmet on.
And some weird like harness you've never seen me wearing before.
Oh, did you take that off and strap it on the outside?
Oh, yeah.
But he's carrying a big gun.
Is he pointing it at any?
Not yet.
Or?
Are you just?
Yeah, I'm literally just like
sideways?
holding it. But when I get up to him, he's gonna be like, "Bang!" Okay.
Who did they hurt? What do you mean?
Yes, investigate.
This is Toby the ship. He was going to take us to paradise.
Toby the ship?
Yes. You have to save him. That man is going to hurt us.
No, she points at me, I'm like,
She's like, yup.
What do you do?
I draw my gun and fire at the approaching madman with the rifle.
Okay, fire away. Which kind of gun is this?
This is the laser Desert Eagle.
The laser Desert Eagle. Okay.
Pew!
Odds are it'll be a miss. Hey, no, that's a hit.
Oh no!
I dodge.
Can you dodge pistols?
I think you can dodge one.
Oh, that's right. You get one per. Yeah.
You get one. Do you have multiple shots?
I do not.
Ah.
No, that's why I didn't take a
Desert
Desert
Eagle's
Eagle.
in
I'm gonna lift my gun and fire back.
there. Okay.
At the doctor or at the girl in the...
At the doctor. That's a hit.
Ouch.
You want to dodge?
Yes.
I still don't know what damage this thing does.
That would be a 10. Yes, I dodge.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Sweet.
Which gun did you fire? You have your assault rifle, your laser.
No, my big weapon's back in my room. I have the assault rifle from the...
Yeah.
How's that a 10?
the Z gun.
Remember,
It was a... Oh, no, that'd be 100, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't dodge. I dodged into it. No.
He went, no!
I
This
break
is
left.
center mass!
Directly?
No, yeah.
Is it which function of that gun are
No,
you
yes,
using?
that would be
Rifle
different.
or
That's
shotgun?
you have laser rifle, flamethrower, assault bullet rifle. Like again, Fifth Element. You remember Fifth Element?
Oh, yeah.
All the weapons stacked on top of
Except
themselves.
the bullets don't veer off and fire.
I'll use the machine gun function.
just the standard machine gun.
So it'd probably
I
be
got
a
this.
D10.
I dodge with my
A
head.
D10 plus 3.
Yeah, makes
Mine
sense.
does...
2d6 plus 4 is
Yeah,
machine
2d6
guns.
plus 4.
Oh, well then 2d6 plus 4.
Sounds
He goes, I know what'll stop it. Boop. And he puts his finger in the barrel.
11.
Ow!
Oh no,
That's
you
not
guys
that's
have
magic
points.
points. Not
Oh, yeah, that
points.
is. 11 puts me at 1, so I drop, right?
Yeah.
What's your gun skill for
72.
72? Is that enough to get multiple firings?
No,
No,
it's
it has to be
75.
5?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he may get multiple fires as a machine gun though.
It's burst.
Yeah, burst.
I think the subsequent.
So you can
ones
just
are
walk it
less.
over to her.
Yeah, I don't know
Is
what the
that
burst
how-
rules are.
yeah,
I believe the subsequent firing is lessened in
Actually,
percentage.
no, it actually increases your percentage
Oh,
because
it
you're
does?
firing more shots. So what happens, you have to declare it before you fire, though.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And so for each shot fired in a burst, you raise the attacker's chance to hit by 5 percentiles. No matter how many shots are fired, the shooter's chance cannot more than double. And then, you can basically pick how many shots you fire, and then you can roll a D100 for all shots fired against a single target. If the attack rolls a success, blah, 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 blah. So you roll a dice for however many shots you fire. So if you fire 8, you roll 1d8, and then that tells you how many actually hit.
Oh, okay.
So you can lay down a lot of fire.
So if you lay down
Cool.
10 shots, you roll a D10.
Is it still only one target?
Yeah,
You
but I only roll percentile
the
once.
percentile only goes up if you're going against the same target. If you're going against multiple targets, you can pick how many bullets go to each one, but it's the regular percentile.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
so does it still only roll one time for each target?
For multiple targets, I believe you roll separately.
Do you want to take a shot at her?
Sure.
All right.
Hit.
Okay.
Dead.
11.
You perforate her body, and
And then-
one shot goes through her right eye. She stays standing.
Yeah, I figured.
Champion check.
Yeah,
No.
that'd be a good call.
Fail.
95.
95.
20?
Yeah.
I would say D10. I watched a dude integrate himself into a computer. That was a D10.
All right.
10.
10.
Yeah. Clearly, he's just gonna roll highest anyway.
Not enough yet?
Nope.
Not a break?
Close. But
Close,
not
not a
enough.
break? All right. You're headed to the power armor.
Yep.
All right.
I'm bolting.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm just going to call out, a bullet in the eye and she didn't go down.
I run faster.
She rushes at you.
Stim pack. You took one. Use the stim pack.
That's kind of cockeyed there.
You think?
I think so.
No. She tries to tackle you, but just sort of like
That's the
rushes
point
by.
where he realizes her skin is kind of scaly.
Her back is, her back is going scaly. But the only holes she had, or she's wearing like scrubs.
While I'm
I imagine it
running,
would be up
can I
close.
slap a stim pack on myself? The
Sure.
one I had in my pocket?
Yeah. So while you're doing that, you effectively gain 3 sanity points, but your
Max.
sanity threshold drops.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
By 3.
Okay.
So 3 up and 3 down as well.
Okay, then I'm back to full sanity. But, because I had only lost 2, so I can only go back to full, but I lose 3 maximum, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because of the stress of the situation that you're under.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Crystal clear, baby.
Do more straight damage than machine gun.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know where do we go to next?
Me. I haven't done
Captain,
anything
you want to
yet
do a
in
thing?
a while.
So
So there's 2 guys. One of them has my gun. There's 2 snake people.
they've dropped your gun. It's back behind them.
So there's no chance of me getting to that.
And you're sort of pressed between Tolby and...
Can I put the scalpel like up to Toby's neck?
Like close combat
like
fighting.
threaten?
Yeah,
Threaten
like
to
put
cut
it
his
there
neck?
and be like, if you don't back off, I'll slit his throat and he'll bleed out before he can fully integrate. That makes sense. It does.
It does. I don't know if they care.
I could roll a persuade.
Sure. Do that.
64. My persuade is a 70. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, they hesitate.
Toby dies, the ship might crash, and you'll never see Cladath do.
Clendathan.
Glendavenue.
You'll never see Kalata Baratu.
So they hiss out.
Glendavenue neckerchief.
Kathrala is our final reward. We'll see it one way or another.
Yay, Death Troopers!
Okay, so do I need to roll to like completely sever his throat?
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
at this
roll.
point. Okay, so knife again.
Yeah.
Since I'm this close,
Yeah.
what
I'll
do I
give
get?
you 15, so make it a 40.
If I was punching him, I'd be
Well,
hitting it.
Apparently,
I know you guys want to kill me, but if you come closer, I'm going to slit his throat. We don't care. All right, I'm slitting his throat. Is that Golf Digest?
Hey, who didn't clean up their mess in the kitchen?
some of the metal has
Okay.
crawled forward and covered Tolby's neck. So your plasma knife, while certainly
I'm
does
waiting for it to
something,
do the venom
doesn't
thing.
do a significant amount.
Okay.
And they lunge at you.
Sure.
What's the dice?
Yeah.
And the other one.
Quit playing with them.
I'd have to lend them to everybody. Yeah, so
11.
11
I
or 10 exactly.
dodge.
42. Yeah, the second one gets you.
Yeah. So they've grappled me.
Yeah, he grappled you. But you still have a knife in your hand. There's still 2 guys.
Well, he can just
They start pulling you away from Tolby, so that you can't do any more damage to him.
strength versus strength on the resistance. You can add their strengths
Yeah,
together,
the strengths together.
which would be if they both
28.
have not even on the chart, they win.
No, that's not true.
Oh, no,
14
right, but 14 and
twice,
put me,
do 28.
yeah, off the chart. Yeah, they win.
Automatic.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they
that-
start dragging you back to the middle of the floor.
We're dead.
You're going to struggle, right?
Yeah.
I don't ask questions. This is Cthulhu. You stop to
Yeah,
ask questions. You're already dead.
The one that doesn't have you grappled bites you. Give me a luck.
Yes. I'm very lucky.
Take 1.
Take 1.
And your flesh at the puncture wound starts necrotizing immediately, like turning deathly black, and your veins are basically highlighted with radioactive dye that you can see with your blind eye.
And it's probably like
It's
like
slowly
streaking
working its way through your system, and that lizard brain part of you that normally reacts to danger calms down. Like,
Do I recognize that?
Yes, you feel your rational mind says, no, this is scary ass stuff. I can't stop fighting. But part of you wants to stop fighting and just accept what's happening to you now. Give me a sanity check.
Yeah. Yeah. 29.
Number 20.
20
Okay.
something.
Lose 1 for it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Um,
That's 13 out of 85. Can I cut my wrist with the laser scalpel? I'd rather bleed to death than have this take over, because that's what it seems like. If my lizard brain went, this is okay. No, I'm not in the right mind anymore, and this could go really bad. I don't want to be one of them.
So you're just going to try and end it now?
Yeah.
And let the snake men...
I can't do anything. There's like 8 people.
They're like right on top of you. You still have a plasma scalpel in your hand.
Yeah, it's a good point. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Give me a night. You want to? So rather than cutting yourself,
I want to cut the dude what has me.
50. Seriously?
You know what? I want to punch him in the head. Oh, look, I hit. No, I didn't. Oh, that's even worse.
Wow, they are dodgy snake men.
Well, if you could try to kill yourself, you'd have missed and might have hit them.
Yeah, no kidding.
You do what he does. Grab a random item, smash it against something, and then go to shank him with it. You'll get a op 1.
That was this random item.
Lagash,
Am I getting updates from any of you people?
Nope, not from me.
You're probably going to get some alarms about weapons fire in the bay.
So we're all wearing our skin suits, right?
yeah,
Which probably have magnetized boots on them, right?
yeah,
Yep.
So I'm going to turn off the anti-gravity generator.
nice.
Sweet! I'm not wearing them.
Yes!
And neither are my snake dudes.
Yeah,
I'm going to
combat
feet
gear.
anymore, so...
I'm going to watch her float up and be like, boom, 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 boom.
Pull!
I'm going to be like, hey, look, 10 rounds.
So yeah, you hear the rest of you hear the sound of that happening. Obviously, Doctor, you're unconscious, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Big chest wound.
Yeah. So you hear the buzz or whatever that would be, and activate your shoes to magnetically.
The yellow light turns on and starts spinning.
Right. So you have a few seconds to do whatever you got to do to activate that system. I assume you do it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can I run in the magnetic boots? I'm just waiting.
It's hard.
That's fine.
I mean,
I
but
wouldn't
you
have
train
swung
for
for that
this stuff.
feature.
Right. But
You,
I see those yellow lights go on. I stop from a run and I turn back around to see what's going on with him and those two.
yeah.
You see me being remarkably proficient with this gun for being
Perfectly
a
fine.
random engineer. I'm just like, boom, boom.
Okay.
So yeah, that happens. Like I said, a couple seconds later, things start floating. I guess nothing really shifts or moves in any direction because you all had momentum.
Well, she was in motion.
Well, I mean, yeah, she had just tried to tackle you and failed. You probably had enough time to swing around. and then have to turn on your boots.
Yeah, I'm waiting for her to float up and be like, ah, and I'm just gonna be like 10 round burst.
Yeah.
Is the walker magnetized to the floor, or?
Oh yeah, that's a system you could totally do. Yeah.
No, it's totally not magnetized. Turn off the gravity.
Yeah.
Clang.
Yeah, well,
Relativistic engines say they're ready to go. Can you punch it?
Yeah, that's good. Let's do it.
yes.
All right. Give me a luck roll.
Luck. Can I give a piloting roll?
Sure, piloting.
That's better. I passed that.
You noticed you missed one of the sequences. This might be a bad idea.
Oh yeah, so I got it because of the this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, refrigeration. That's probably important.
I'm also. I glance back. How does my second pilot look?
He's strapped himself into that chair.
But he looks like I'm like
He's doing his job.
Okay, good. So he's all good.
He's not turning into the snake person.
Yes. So I'm gonna restart the
sequence all
checklist
over
for the relativistic drive.
Okay. So you're not going to punch it this time? This turn?
No, I don't want to explode us all.
Okay. Do you have any other actions that you would like to take?
I can't suppose I can get any cameras anywhere on these guys or anything like that. See what's going on.
I haven't turned on a monitor.
He has them turned on.
You would have to break into my feed.
Would Captain and First Officer?
Actually, no. I'm just going to go over the comms as much as I can. Can I get a status update? Anyone?
Do we hear that?
Sure.
I'm in the middle of something. You feel free to answer.
No. Oh, you know what? No, Tolby's still alive. No.
Okay.
All right. So, cargo bay.
Does she come off the floor?
She does.
All right. I'm going to put a 10 round burst into her.
Okay. She attempts to dodge. Nope.
14. I was going to say, can she really dodge floating in the air?
That will hit. She gets hit by 8 bullets. So 16d6 plus 32.
I'm pretty sure that's carry the one missed.
I'm going to switch the C gun to shotgun and finish off whatever's
Left.
left.
You guys suck. No one's going to come save me.
Why?
Yeah, we'll be there in just a minute.
You two can't take out some chick. I've got 2 snake dudes and a computer guy.
Can't take out some chick. I've iced 5 people so far. What have you done?
Hold on. Hold
Other than
on.
stab yourself twice and miss Toby a dozen
2
times.
of those were completely laying on the ground doing nothing.
Helpless?
3.
Doesn't matter.
One guy was in a wheelchair.
One was in a wheelchair, so that's the third one.
I'm still 5 bodies deep over here.
Right.
So you perforate the girl she
Can I grab her head, shove a grenade in it, and then push her away?
No, you tool.
She bites your hand.
Also in your spray, you perforate a bunch of the tubes.
I'm fine
They
with
all
that.
short out.
Yeah.
And what do you do at that
We're
point?
going to lose passengers? Oh, crap.
I don't care.
Wake up the doctor.
Do you turn around? Do you...
Yeah,
What
no.
do you do?
Like, I'm all like, reload!
Okay.
As far as I know,
You're in the
they're
power suit?
Is she
crazy
okay?
people.
I mean, you have a choice. You can shoot a corpse or get in a power
Is
suit.
she moving at all?
No, she's...
In
She's
several pieces.
Yeah, she's got a lot of holes. You can see through her.
Okay, then I climb in the power suit.
She's floating limply, and blood is bubbling out of her, like in that one episode, or that one Star Trek movie.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Number 7.
it is purple. You know, it's not like
Okay.
it's supposed to be. So
Power up the power suit,
okay,
and I'm heading towards the captain.
okay. Lagash, you're about halfway through the startup sequence. You're doing it a little slower this time
Yes.
to get it right. The planet's getting closer, and Tolby's voice comes back over the intercom. Jan, what are you doing? Just turn us around. Land on the planet.
I can't let you do that, Jan. Oh, sorry.
This is, you're going to find everything you've ever wanted down there.
Where's
I
the captain,
promise.
Selby?
He's right here.
Put him on the line.
I'm not sure he wants to talk to you.
I'd love to talk to him.
Yeah, doesn't get through. So as Tolby is talking to you, you start to hear another source of the words coming from number 2's voice.
Okay, I
direction.
slap my helmet over and I hit the fire suppression system for the cockpit.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. You've effectively flushed all the oxygen out of the area.
Okay, now I'm going to turn and look and see what was going on with him.
His skin is kind of blue, but his lips look really chapped.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're strapped into your seat, and he's kind of back a little bit. Maybe there's scales. Give me a sanity check.
I fail.
Take a d6.
Alright.
Have you lost? You haven't lost any yet.
No, I've lost
This-
some before, but not
Not
this hour.
scenario, scene, whatever.
Not recently, no.
Okay. And then you also start to hear, like in sort of, at first it sounds like a voice, but it's not coming through the comm system. It's talking directly to you.
Mm-hmm.
I welcome you home. I bring you perfection.
My perfection doesn't exist on a planet.
Nice.
Stupid mud bellies.
Sorry, you have reached the voicemail box of I don't think so.
Captain, what do you do?
So the snake guys are floating.
Yes, and so are you.
Yes, this is true. So I have 0G training.
Sure.
I was an officer. That makes
Yeah.
sense. So can I propel myself towards the gun and break their hold?
You're going to have to actually... The only thing to kick off of is the one holding you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a shot at that.
Sure.
Strength. Strength versus strength.
So 9,
14. 25.
15%, I think.
25.
25.
It was 75 for
Yeah,
me.
it's
so
25.
for
I'm
you.
just really bad at looking.
Yes.
All right. Give me a Dex times 3 to grab the gun.
No.
$5. That's $5, sir.
Didn't register.
Hopefully.
Whatever.
Well,
That's fine.
Whatever. Yeah, you sail past it. I'll say you've knocked it. It's bouncing
Okay.
off in a different angle, but it's not great.
Okay. But I'm away from them.
But you're
Am I in the
away
med bay now?
You're by the med bay.
Okay.
You didn't sail through the door.
Can I pull myself in there and shut the door? No,
If
no,
that's
because
what you'd like to do.
Toby has the stupid.
Well, it worked before,
Yeah, except he may or may not have been fully integrated. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell.
and maybe he could just open it back up and let
Yeah.
them in.
Well, and I can't command code open doors anymore. I tried to open the doors earlier, and he said it wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, I did. All right, back in the cargo bay.
I'm going to run over to the door and open it for him.
slap my helmet on just to. I saw the lights just to
Okay.
make sure we don't lose air.
Okay, you hear a lot of pop, 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 hiss behind you, where the cryo beds were.
Are the lids coming up?
Yeah.
I throw a grenade.
Okay.
The lids are coming up.
Bye, guys.
That takes out the first 3 groupings, but this is
Are they all opening up?
yeah.
Oh crap!
All right, I hook myself to the wall, put on my mask, and slam my hand into the button.
What button?
Whatever one's going to vacuum this whole room out into space. But, pardon the language, and be like, hold on to your dick!
There's got to be a way to open it. There's got to be a way to open it.
There's got to be a way.
You
Yeah,
know, like
give me a
emergency
look
hazmat spills or whatever.
Yeah,
Just be like,
yeah.
vacuum this crap.
even
roll. This
that,
is the
if-
cargo bay. This is
if
where
we
things
land,
come
we
in and
gotta
out.
open those doors.
Made it.
Okay, that system hasn't been overridden yet. There are, again, like I said, they're crawling out, so
Oh, they're not like heaving and having problems. They're just we're up.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
that's wrong.
They're all a little blue, not quite the right color.
Yeah.
And as the oxygen, vents out of the room, they probably turn
a little more blue?
other bad colors.
And then get
For
sucked
normal
out
humans?
the door.
Yeah, the vast majority of them do, but those away from the loading bay doors were still clutching the sides.
That's why it's his job to be all like, Hulk smash!
So let's say 5 of them are still on board. You've been, whatever, 95 of the, or how,
Yeah, maybe
6,
like...
so, yeah, whatever minus 6 plus 5, yeah, 5 bodies are still clean, and there's a vacuum.
Yeah, they're like sideways.
Yeah, but
they're
holding
Supermaning
on.
off the side of
Yeah,
the other
but
stuff.
they're holding on.
Alright.
Captain, what do you got? What are you trying to do?
Can I get to the gun?
You can try again.
Is that
Your
dex
dex
times 3? No.
No? You keep pinballing around.
Bam!
One of them goes for the gun. Yeah, he grabs it.
Sure.
Give me a con times 3.
No.
The bite around on your arm is scaly now. Your fingernails have fallen off and your skin is all snake-like. Give me a sanity check.
Yeah, I made it.
But for the listeners at home, you can tell by the way that Matt is rolling that he has almost given up hope completely.
Well, he was almost about to kill himself about...
It's only gotten worse. Listeners, it's only gotten worse.
I get the stupid gun. I get 3 shots in 1 round. They're dead. Can't get to the gun, though.
Oh.
Give me what's
Sad Captain
D8?
is sad.
D8?
The eternal struggle, man.
If you get a 3 or higher, you've hit your threshold.
Well, thanks, Jason.
What's he rolling?
You're welcome.
D8.
No, I'm rolling my own dice. Ha! Eat
1.
that.
What'd you roll?
1.
1.
He's got 1 more point.
I know, right? Juicy.
Well, 3 or higher. Shouldn't it 2?
No, because if he hits 3, he goes
I have
insane.
1 more point where I'm safe.
Okay.
So just make the next sandwich lost 2d4 and I'm safe.
There you go.
2d4. Whee!
So, you said you tied yourself to the wall?
Yeah, I'm gonna slap a cable onto the combat armor
Yeah.
or whatever. Or a magnetic latch or something.
Sure, there's some safety mechanism.
Yeah, the emergency, I don't want to do a Dutchman cable.
You're in the power armor?
I'm tromping towards the door. I'm going to ignore the guys that are the people that are hanging on,
Okay.
because my hope is they asphyxiate and just float out. And if they don't, I'm going to know, and it'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep tromping towards the main door.
Okay. Do you close the bay now that it's totally ventilated? No, you just leave it exposed.
Oh no,
to
I'm
space?
totally okay with emergency decompression throughout the whole
Boom.
ship.
Okay.
Exactly. Those of us who are spacers know when to put on our helmets.
Grab hold something there, Captain.
Well, you don't have eyes on the people in the cryopods, do you? I mean, are you looking
My
at
next
them?
action is going to be like, how do I unlatch these things? Oh, here we go.
And let the pods fly out.
They have the venting is stopped, so everything is just cold, dead space, and they are climbing out around the apparatuses, and they're preparing to launch themselves at you.
Oh, okay, then I'm just going to step through the door and hit the button to close the door.
You're going to step outside the ship?
You've vented the cargo bay,
Yeah.
and you're against one of the walls.
Oh, okay.
The doors between you and the next area. Of the
How
ship
many of them are
closed.
there?
5.
I'll shoot at all of them.
You
3
shoot.
bullets per.
3 bullets per.
Yeah.
Okay, take a shot.
Did the nurse go out the side of the ship?
Oh yeah, she
Oh,
You vented the nurse.
Poor nurse.
Sucks to be her.
did. I think as you realize that, give me a sanity check first.
Fail.
All right.
Cold-blooded murderer.
D6
Blood and
for
murder.
fail.
Yeah, I guess that.
1.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's like, I didn't know her. She might have been cute, but she was probably a mutineer.
Alright.
All right. So
First one.
So this is a normal rating, but you're sending.
No, it's +5.
Well, I thought if you spread it out among multiple targets, it was at the normal.
It is.
percentage.
Oh, okay.
How does damage work? Is he still getting claimed 3 bullets?
I have
per-
to roll to hit each person,
Right.
and then I'll have to roll a D3 to see how many of the 3 hit.
That's
and then I
what
roll
it is.
damage.
Okay. Good. Go.
So,
First one.
hit,
Okay.
3 bullets. That's
Dead.
6d6 plus 12.
It's
Oh,
that plus 12 is going to do it. It's
Blur,
gonna
blur, blur.
The second one, Hit.
Dead.
Third one.
Yep.
Hit.
That's 3 6s in a row, people.
That's insane.
Hit. 2 bullets.
What's 2?
That's plus 8.
That's 4d6 plus 8.
So you're looking
Ow.
at 12 minimum.
Oh, 94. The fifth one lives.
So,
Does this thing not have to reload?
I've only
it's got
fired.
a large clip.
Yeah, I haven't fired like even 20 bullets yet.
Yeah, it's
But it's a laser weapon.
well, no, you're firing bullets,
Oh, am I actually firing real bullets?
and there is a laser option.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So, you also have a flamethrower, but that's not going to work right now. Yeah. So, Captain,
Shotguns are awesome.
Yes.
you get shot at.
Sure.
Your dodge is going to be down because you're floating in 0G.
I miss.
He hits you.
How much?
What's your gun do?
D10. Dead.
Ouch.
All right.
Dead.
Dead.
Like I went to the board that says dead.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, I'm probably shoot this dude.
Okay.
All right.
You need
Lagash.
to pantomime or just say what you're thinking.
Do our helmet-to-helmet comms work?
Are they integrated into the computer system?
Yeah,
or the
probably.
ship system?
I would think.
Or are they just shortwave radio?
They're integrated.
All
Well,
right.
they might be shortwave radio in case one of us is sucked outside the ship.
The Dutchman.
No? Okay.
There's one less person I have to pay.
Then no. Yeah, you're right. Then they're integrated.
Yeah. Well, if you then
What's
if you
your-
try
what's
to
your
use them,
character's
you
name
go
again?
Talk to Toby.
He's dead. He doesn't have a name.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna rename your ship the Bottom Dollar.
So, what I did, you saw, you didn't hear.
I got nothing.
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Open the doors.
Lagash, you got the hyperdrive set.
Hit the button.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and activate.
Now.
You are reading the cargo bay doors are open.
Yeah, we're getting chased by a planet.
Good call.
Give me your
Punt.
pilot. Give me your pilot.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe I
nice.
said
That
the
works.
planet was coming
That
out
works?
of us like an hour and a half ago.
I don't know what would happen other than
It would burn the atmosphere to begin with.
Yeah.
It would destroy the planet because we've got to
Gotta
be in
be
the
upset.
atmosphere by now. You
it
said
would
15
destroy the
minutes.
atmosphere that had built up around the Cthulhuoid that was the planet.
Yeah.
But this
Okay,
thing's-
fair enough. Yeah. I got you now.
It hurt. It's
Yeah.
not happy.
But it also would push us.
Probably slow it
Probably.
down.
Yeah.
And you are jumping to nearly light speed. So my concern is these two.
Do what your state your action.
Open the door. Hit the button.
Open what door?
The door to the captain.
Okay.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh, so the captain's corpse can also go out.
So you vent the common area.
Yeah, I'm basically gonna vent the whole ship except for the cockpit.
Yeah.
Right, but the door between the cargo and the common area is the first door to open.
Yeah.
Okay? So
Okay.
are you going to open the door?
Yeah, I can just do this.
That's what I want you to do. I'm going to catch the captain.
corpse.
And then we're going to close the outside door.
The problem is he just hit the button. He hit the button just now. That
Right.
was his action.
Right.
He knew the cargo bay doors were open.
Right.
Oh, hit
You
with
are
the light
not
speed.
protected by anything, and you are jumping.
Okay,
near light
if
speed.
we're in a ship,
Right, but
and
we're
we
already
immediately
in-
go to relativistic speed.
I mean,
This depends on
really
your
fast.
universe's
Yeah.
version
Physics.
of light speed.
Right.
Yeah.
Do
Because
we
we're
A,
already in
all
cold...
pancake into the bulkheads and just become blood splatter immediately, or B, are we in a relativistic bubble around the ship?
Right. Because we're already in the cold, dead of
Yeah.
space. What's going to happen? The atmosphere is going to get ripped out? It's already gone.
yeah.
So that's you. What happens? Do we need to have an inertial dampening field up with the gravity generators? Or not?
If they're in enough atmosphere,
We're in zero
We're in
atmosphere.
No, we're in zero atmosphere. And you're
we
about
were
to
up
be too.
50,000 feet.
Oh, you're saying in the planet's atmosphere.
If we're in the planet's atmosphere,
Planet
then
doesn't
they're
have an atmosphere.
dead. The planet has to have an atmosphere.
You said it burned away when it moved.
Right. When the engines kick on, the atmosphere from outside is inside. It will create a giant fiery burst into the open ship, which will kill everyone. Because
and again, that's all up to...
Because if it comes inside the ship is not built to deal with that much fire all at once, and that's backed by the engines, I would assume. That's all bad.
Well, no, actually, it would go everywhere in the ship except the cockpit.
Yeah, this is true.
So let's hear, what's the narrative when he goes,
Right,
light speed! Now!
Yeah.
Ludicrous speed!
Go!
Yeah. For Smith and Heinrich, the world goes white. Fire. It's not even fire. It's just so fast. It's white.
Good. We won. Boom.
You are the lone survivor.
Victory.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Lagash, young Lagash, you launch yourself blindly in the direction of home, I assume.
Yeah.
But
Give him a luck roll. See if he hits something.
a few seconds after you push the button, you drop back into normal space. There is no back half of your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a luck roll.
I pass.
What remains of your computer claims there's a shuttle still intact nearby. It's not attached to the ship. It's going to be free spacewalking to get to it.
EVA.
EVA, what is that?
Extravehicular
Okay.
activity.
So yeah, you could go for it. Although you are, you're otherwise dead. You've it's at this point you realize that it hits you that you vented two friends. I don't know, crewmates.
Fellow spacers.
Burned them to a crisp.
I have no idea what happened. Here's how I'd rationalize as a player, or as a character. I wasn't hearing anything from them.
That's true.
To a certain point. I don't know who opened those doors.
That's true.
Or what happened. It's like... I might be responsible, I might not be. I'll never know for sure. All I know is that the ship was trying to kill us.
Yes.
And...
Fallen comrades.
Alright.
These things happen in space. I'm going to go to the shuttle.
Pour one out for my
Okay.
homies.
Because, maybe I stay in the ship and the ship's computer is lying to me. But if the ship's computer can lie to me, I don't want to stay in it anyway, so I'm going to get out of it.
You're going to die out in space.
Can he bring a
That's how we do it.
Guys, we can't hear you if you all talk.
Can he bring a single cryo unit with him?
No, I think the cargo hold
Yeah.
is going
Yeah.
cargo hold.
Okay, just asking.
Yeah. So you make the walk, the EVA, over to the shuttle. It's a little hairy because there's a bit of debris.
Mm-hmm.
You manage to climb into the ship, and it has some minor structural damage, but it's not intended to travel between planets.
Right.
You're going to have to get lucky and hope somebody picks up your radio signal.
Is it my shuttle?
It is, yes, it is the Jupitrix.
That's fine by me. Yes. I'm going to put the engines to full burn, head back home, and broadcast a distress signal.
Okay.
And wait.
Go into cryo sleep.
Oh, heck. Hang out and play solitaire.
You, as you're climbing in, you take a look around. You don't see anything as far as a planet goes, but you're out away from a sun, so light is hard. You're not sure, but you see a void in the stars in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a black shape, semicircular, reaching out in one direction. You're not sure, like a hand maybe. You crawl into the ship, and as you set your coordinates, they revert and point you in the relative direction of the void that you saw. And you hear Tolby's voice. No, Jan. Home is this way.
Let's not start the ship.
And that'll do it, I think.
All right, so real quick, let's talk about we had secrets.
Yes.
I had 2.
Okay.
So normally, criminals are taken to the planets, and they're not violent. The hold was filled with violent criminals. And 10 soldiers. Supposedly 10 soldiers. I think I was lied to.
No, they were corrupted. In their sleep.
So, that was the first thing. And I wasn't allowed to tell anybody.
if he wanted to get paid.
If we didn't get
Oh,
paid,
it was about the money.
There was a threat of criminal charges should the news that that the government has dipped into the violent criminals to populate planets.
and if we didn't get paid, there was no more ship. I couldn't afford it anymore. Things had gone bad financially. If we made this run, we'd be fine. If we didn't,
So it was all about the bottom dollar.
in this end, yes.
Nice.
What was your secret, George?
Mine was I was getting weird radio signals that seemed to be weird communication things, but then they were disappearing from the ship's log, and no one could see them when I saw them. So it was kind of like early foreshadowing of the computer problems that we were having kind of throughout.
Okay.
Mine was similar. I had to do an overhaul when we got to port, otherwise the ship was going to make it back out. But it was totally left up to me.
Nice.
I could just be like, thanks for the ride, see you later.
Well, yeah. So if you guys had taken off without doing repairs, had landed and taken off without doing repairs, it was going to go bad.
Worse than this?
Well, no, exactly that, but faster and all that. The idea was something had gotten into the computer system, and as you guys approached the planet, it got into your computer, and it was both changing the logs and changing the hardware. So the ship was basically turning into a baby Cthulhu.
Nice.
The planet was itself a Cthulhu.
Yes.
Nice. What would have happened?
Let's see, we've got Demolition Man, Lex.
Well, Scott's was
my secret was as we've been moving along through our regular mission up to this point, I had been overhearing snippets of the crew, which I couldn't identify fully, of people in either pairs or triplets talking about mutinying against the captain. And early on in the first session, you said something about, well, we could always just mutiny. And I went, ding, ding, ding. I thought yours was that you were a mutineer. And I went, I'm going to keep that in the back of my head. So when things started to go wrong, people were changing files and stuff, I'm like, mutiny. So finally, and my rationale had been, well, I'm keeping it from the captain so that I can round everybody up and go, okay, here's the evidence that I have, here's the people that we need to take care of. I didn't want to bring this to you because I know you've got, that's as XO, that's my job to take care of this stuff.
You wanted to present it fait accompli.
Yup. And it turned out I was ready to put Tolby, number 2, and the doctor were the 3 people that. But when it fanned out that our mechanic was actually on the side of the spacers, then I was like, oh, because it was either going to be Smith or the doctor, and it was like, oh look, it's Tolby, it's number 2, and it's the doctor that are the mutineers.
And the nurse, she has shifty eyes.
It was the ship that was the mutineer, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no mutiny. It was the ship preparing itself and talking to the sleepers that you were hearing.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, wait. Can we also
Yeah.
ask a question about so there was a guy on the planet. What would have happened if we'd investigated stuff on the planet? What was going on there?
That was the harbinger of. I just closed the document. Whatever Kothur Law, which was the entity of the planet. He was going to be the harbinger. At first, he was not going to get back on. He was going to refuse adamantly to get on the ship. He had a secret cave where he would go down and talk to the entity. Eventually, he was going to try to sneak on the ship and take over and bring the ship back.
What happened to the rest of the colonists?
Well, wait a minute. I've got one question to ask. And their ship. The place where the squelchy signal came from, the metally things we saw under the canopy, that was the other ship, wasn't it?
It was. The other colonists had slowly been converted and fed to the entity to wake it up. It was a sleeping egg, basically, of the planet itself was the entity.
Why did the power station and the main government building both only have one side worn away?
It was a creature that you may or may not have encountered, like a
Shoggoth?
kind of, yeah, like I was thinking it more of a almost like a mud skipper that was a parasite of the entity, had come up and investigated the town and
Just taking bites out of it.
yeah, it had rubbed against those areas because they were both almost sea, like, hidden from view and close to the sea. So it had come up and sort of looked at things and corrupted some people and gone back into the water. I'd had a couple scenarios set up. It was going to be if you sat down on the planet and bolted immediately, the ship was going to turn and there was going to be an alien on board. And I also had it set up. If anyone had picked the nurse to play, she was seeing people switch pods in the night. Like, she would leave and she'd go back, and pod 42 would still be where it's supposed to be, but there was a guy in it instead of a woman and stuff like that.
That's creepy as hell.
So,
all right, well, that'll do us tonight. We thank you for listening. You can catch us on Facebook and Twitter, and you can find us over the website. You can always email us, and we will talk to you guys real soon.
This has been a production of the Omega Nerds Network, the network where it's on.